Hey, she has brown hair and purple
Oh,
hair.
yep, it's going. Okay. All right, so today we are gonna work on something a little different than we have the last couple days. We were doing a lot with addition. Why don't you look up at the board for me? Look right up here on the board. Okay. What are we doing in math today, Corey?
Numbers within 1,000.
Right, and that's the same thing we've been working on for a couple weeks, but we're gonna change our focus a little bit. So, what's our first warm-up, Carson?
Counting forward by 10.
Good, and we're also gonna do counting back by tens. Carly, what's our second warm-up?
Subtraction.
Yep.
Subtraction strategies.
Right. What's our activity, Corey?
More or less subtraction.
So you remember yesterday we did the more and less addition and you guys tried to challenge me and you guys won one and I won one, but we added up our totals. So today we're gonna play that game, but we're gonna subtract. Okay? And then what's our practice page today, Carson?
More or less subtraction.
That's our activity. What number is our practice page today?
T7.
T7, perfect. All right, first thing I need you to do is I need you to look at the base 10 pieces that I have on the table, and I see everybody wrote down a 3-digit number for what I have on there. Now, before when we did this, we were adding tens on, so now we're gonna make a list and take tens away. So Carly, if I have 932 and I take a group of 10 away, how many do I have now?
22.
Very nice. Carson, what do I have now if I take 10 more away?
902.
I don't.
Because
912.
Yes. I'm going to let you go ahead and make your list of 932, 922, 912, and then I'm going to let you catch up. There you go. Good. Okay, everybody's got that on there. All right, now, Corey, I need you to focus for me. What's going to happen when I take 10 away? What do I have now?
902.
Good. How many do I have in the hundreds?
9.
How many do I have in the tens?
0.
And how many do I have in the ones?
2.
Good. All right, now this is going to be tricky. I want you to think with Carly. She's going to think out loud, but I want you to do it in your head, okay? Are you guys watching her? Okay, Carly, I want to take 10 more away. So I am going to break this apart. Okay, so how many tens does equals 100? How many tens are on this?
100.
No, there's 100 ones, but how many groups of 10? She's counting. Yeah, good. There's 100, but that still didn't tell me how many groups of 10. So this is one group of 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So how many groups of 10 are there?
10.
10. So I'm gonna just trade it for 10 of these so we can break it apart, okay? So do you agree if I put 10 tens out here that I still have Corey's 902? Do you agree? Okay, Carson, do you still agree that that's what it is? Okay, so how many do I have in the hundreds place right now, Carly?
90.
100,
800.
200, no, count for me. 100,
200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700,
800, 900. So I still have 9 in the hundreds place, right? And how many do I have in the ones?
2.
Right, and how many do I have in the tens?
0.
I have 0. So we do still have Corey's 902, right? Okay, now watch, okay? I am gonna take this out of the hundreds place because I'm gonna take a 10 away. It's not a group of 100 anymore. What have I got? What have I got? Look at your hundreds, look at your tens, and look at your ones. What do you see in my ones, Cars?
2.
Good. What do you see in my hundreds, Carly?
90.
What do you see in my hundreds, Carly? I'm
800.
There's 8 groups of 100, okay? And I saw that you counted these tens. How How many did you come up with when you got the tens, Carly?
892.
So how many groups of 10 are there?
90.
Huh? There's not 90 groups of 10. It equals 90, but how many groups of 10 are there? Maybe you don't understand the question I'm asking you. I'm not asking if this is a total of 90. I'm asking you how many groups of 10 like this are there, kiddo? Is there like 15? Is there, how many are there?
9.
There's 9. If you have 90, that means 9 groups of 10. Okay, so how many do we have here, everybody?
9.
Okay, so what's my number? The whole thing that's on the table right now, everybody?
892.
Right. Do you guys agree? Okay, so now if I take this group of 10 away, Karst, how many do I have?
882.
Cool. Write it on your list for me. Corey, how many do I have if I take 10 more away? Carly, can you stop?
872.
Right, and then Carly, what's next? You have it written already?
62.
Good, we're gonna stop right there. Okay, now here's what I need you to do. Erase your board. All right. If I put an equation up on the board and I write it up there, somebody is gonna raise their hand and tell me some ways that we could solve it. I want you to tell me some ways that we could solve it. If you remember yesterday and the day before, we talked about our addition strategies. So today we're gonna talk about our subtraction strategies. So Corey, where do I want you to look if I'm writing an equation up there? Corey, where do I want you to look if I'm gonna write an equation up there? Okay, you ready? Okay, so my equation is 867 minus 485. I want you on your whiteboard to write that equation, and then I want you to make me a list of different ways that you could solve it, and we'll work on this list together, but I want you to write them down too. Okay, so Corey, your job right now is write 867 minus 485. Ready? Go. Okay. While Corey's finishing writing that, somebody tell me one way that we could solve this.
Sketch.
Sketch. I love it. Put that on your list. What's sketch look like, Carly?
Squares.
Right, we do our hundreds, tens, and ones. We sketch it out. Corey, thanks for being such a quick writer. Good job. What's another way we can solve it, Karst?
Break apart.
Nice. What's break apart look like?
It's where you break apart the ones and the tens and the hundreds.
Good, and then we use those to take the pieces away. Corey, what's your fave?
Number line.
Number line, right. So he can find the difference. And what's the easy way that we know how to do?
Standard algorithm.
Standard algorithm, good. So now here's my challenge. You can just write essay if you want to for that one.
What?
For standard algorithm.
I already put it.
That's okay, that's fine. Here's my challenge. I want you to look up here and I want you to find 2 ways that you can solve this problem. Carly's choosing sketch and I don't care if you pick standard algorithm for one of them. I'm not limiting you to leaving that one out. You're gonna do sketch and break apart, Karst? Okay, Corey, which 2 are you gonna do? You're gonna do number line and standard algorithm? Okay, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and erase your strategies so you have space to work. And I'm gonna bring you another whiteboard, and here's what I want. On one whiteboard, I want you to solve it one way, and on the other whiteboard, I want you to solve it the other way. And check and see if your thinking matches and you get the same answer.
I forgot how to do standard algorithm.
That's just when you do it up and down like this, remember? 867 minus 485 equals, okay? Okay,
It's kind of like break apart, but it's not.
This marker
Right,
is
it is
sticky
kind
to
of.
me.
okay. What am I looking for when you're solving these? Corey, what am I looking for? Am I looking for math thinking? Yep, okay, ready, begin.
So I picked break apart. So
All right. Yep, that's right. So put your numbers on there. You're doing great because we're going to find the difference from this one to this one.
is that how you do it?
That's one of them. Yep. Okay, Carson, remember when you're doing break apart, when it's subtraction, you have to start with the whole number, 867. Okay,
Yeah.
and then take away, what are you going to start with, your ones, your hundreds, or your tens?
One.
Okay, so you're going to take away 5, and what do you get? You got the wrong thing there. It's supposed to be a 7. No, that's a 7. That's correct. You were wrong down here. Good job, Corey. Carly, remember when you're switching from addition to subtraction, you're going to show your first one, and then you're going to take this many away, just like we did on the table. So how many are you going to take away in the hundreds? Okay.
And then take away the 10.
Yep. So you have 862, and what are you going to take away now? So talk to me about your subtraction there. So if you have 867 and you take away 3, if I count back 66, 65, 64, I get to 864. You know what you might want to do? You might want to count up from this one to here. That might be less confusing for you than counting back, because you'll still find the difference. Carson's doing some thinking. Carly, how you coming?
Good.
Good? Corey, how many jumps is it from 485 to the very next 10 right here to get up to 490?
5.
Good, so put that jump on there. And then don't forget to write your place for 490 at the bottom there so you know where you're at. Did you get the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, good for you, good for you. Why don't you watch Carson or Corey and see if they get some of the same numbers and breaking apart that you get. Okay, is that okay, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. So count on for me right here at 490. Count on 10 more.
500.
Okay. And then count on 10 more because you put a 20 up there.
510.
Okay. How come you stopped at 510? I don't know. I would think you would want to start at 100 because then it's real easy to count on.
Yeah, I think you need to fix that one right there.
No, she's okay. She's still working. She's thinking. Okay. So where would you be if you're at 490 and you did 10? Where would that hop land you? So here's 490 and 10 more. So Carly, think about if her thinking's matching up with yours right here, okay? Okay, now Corey, you're at 500. So what hop do you need to get to here? How many hundreds? 3, good. So what will that land you on right here? Good. So what will that land you on?